Right now, we all know that Hova is all about minding his own business. You never see him in the news because he has made enough and it's all about his money. My name is Dennis the Business. Welcome to Black Social TV. We are talking how Jay-Z dug his pocket so deep for DMX. Most of you did know. Now, talking about the Rough Riders founders, that is War D and Siobhan Din, that share their story how Jay-Z let DMX leave Def Jam without even having to pay a penny back to the company. Which businessman does that? Now get to know this. These guys were quoted saying what had happened was Jay-Z called DMX and told him the inmates have taken over the prison. Now Din said, and when your man Jay-Z got in position, DMX felt that he didn't honor him in a proper way and hold weight like he was supposed to. Now, they then added that their egos got the best of them once Jay-Z became the president over Def Jam back in the year 2004. Now, which led to their beef. If you've been asking yourselves how this beef came about, DMX and Jay-Z, it was partly that. But anyway, the good part about Def Jam, they said that they got to give it to Hov. DMX was in a date over there. He probably owed about 12 million US dollars. Didn't reveal this. When DMX left Def Jam for Sony, he said that Jay-Z released him and wiped off the debt clean and let him go. He didn't even have to pay nothing back. But the question is, who is richer right now? Now, talking about the year 2018, Lil Wayne opened up about the time when Jay-Z helped him pay off about 7.72 million US dollars tax debt. The Amelie rapper reportedly owed about 3.35 million in taxes for the 2008 and 2.25 million US dollars for the year 2009. He also owed other unpaid taxes and late fees. So just in case you thought Jay-Z was bad, he has been, he has helped guys over time for days and years. Now Jay-Z helped him pay off the bill in full. So we're talking Lil Wayne here, we're talking about DMX still. Now, they still people like Jay-Z. He helped me when I was really down. Lil Wayne told the crowd during a show in Chicago. But just because people never show any attention or never pay attention to this kind of stuff. Now, Jay-Z don't, he said that Jay-Z don't want me to tell nobody that man helped me with my taxes. He's a real friend. Now, shout out to Jay-Z. Now, obviously, we cannot talk about DMX without talking about the Rough Riders. Who was in this group? Who was the Rough Riders? Who are these people? Now, talking about their history, Rough Riders began as managers for DMX on the Locks. Following DMX's chart success, the management company started its own label. The label signed several more acts who consequently became successful, including EVE, Dragon, and Jin. Now, the Dean's nephew, Swizzabits, was the main producer for most of the acts. The label promoted the idea of all its acts being part of the Rough Riders family, as evidenced when DMX won a Best Rap Album at the 2000 Billboard Music Awards and was joined on stage by the other Rough Riders artists when he went to accept his award. In the year 2010, the Dean family relaunched the label as Rough Riders Indie, and they branched out into other areas, including Rough Riders Lifestyles like Sports Bikes Organization, Rough Riders Films, Powerhouse Recording Studios, Nat Pro, a promotional company, and RR Rescue. Who are these former artists for the Rough Riders as a group? Now, obviously, lead team, there was a DMX that was signed under Rough Riders and Def Jam. There was Jin, still signed under Rough Riders and Virgin Records. There was Fiend, who was signed under Rough Riders and Interscope. There was EVE, who was signed under Rough Riders and Interscope. The Locks They also signed under Rough Riders, The Block, and Bad Boy. There was Jadakiss, who was also under Rough Riders and Interscope. There was Styles P, who was also on D Block E1. There was She Lodge, who was also in Interscope and Rough Riders. Swizzabates under Interscope and Rough Riders. Dragon, who was also under Interscope and Rough Riders. AJ Smith, who was also under Interscope and Rough Riders. Pirate, who was only under Rough Riders. Then there was Palais, who was under Interscope and Rough Riders. There was also Infrared and Cross, who was in Def Jam and Rough Riders. There was Cartoon, who was under Rough Riders. There was also Flashy right there. Talking about, obviously, the Rough Riders, we cannot talk about the Rough Riders without their music. They had albums like It's Dark and Hell is Hot, that was released on May 12th in the year 1998. Its chart position was number 1 in the US. Then its certification on RIA. Then there was also DMX here with Flesh of My Blood, The Blood of My Flesh, that was released in December 22nd, the year 1998. There was a chart position that was number 1, and the RIA certification over 3 times. Then, don't forget the Rough Riders album Ride or Die Volume 1 that was released in the year 1999 on 27th April with a number 1 chart position in the US, with obviously a certification that went platinum. There was Eve's album, that is Let There Be Eve, Rough Riders' First Lady here. The chart position was number 1. It was released on September 14th, 1999, and it has a 2 times platinum certification. Then there was DMX's, and then there was X. Chart position number 1 in the US, released 21st December 1999 with a platinum certification that went 5 times. Then there was Deluxe that was labeled We Are the Streets, that was released January 25th, 2000, and the chart position was number 5 in the US with a gold certification album certification RIA right here. Then there was Dragon's Opposite over H2O, released 28th March 2000 with a chart position number 5 with a gold certification. We are talking about the Rough Riders here. The story was how Jay-Z dug deep, so deep for DMX, but then we can't talk about DMX without talking about the Rough Riders. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Black Social TV. Going on, we had Evie is a Scorpion that was number 4 in the US, released March 6th on March 6th, I beg your pardon, the year 2001 with a platinum certification. There was Jadakiss's Kiss the Game Goodbye, released August 7th, 2001 with number 5 chart position with a gold certification. Then there comes DMX again, The Great Depression, that was released 23rd October 2001, charting number 1 in the US with a platinum certification. Then there was a Rough Riders Steel Volume 3 Ride or Die, The R We Trust, released December 18th 2001 with a chart position 34. That didn't really do well that time, but then they tried to sell it out using their shows. Styles P had A Gangster and a Gentleman with a chart position number 6, released July 9th, 2002 with a gold certification. Eve's Evolution, that was released 27th August the year 2002 with a gold certification. We had DMX's Grand Champ, number 1 in the US, and was released September 16th the year 2003. Getting a certification over platinum. Dragon had L and Back, and it was released at February 10th, 2004 with a chart position number 47. It didn't do well. Now there comes a Jadakiss with a Kiss of Death, chart position number 1, certification gold, released June 22nd, 2004. Wow! Jin brought up The Rest Is History on October 19th, 2004 with a chart position 54 in the US. Rough Riders had The Redemption Volume 4, released July 26th, 2005. She Lodge had After Taxes, released November 8th, 2005. It topped number 23 in the US. DMX Still, Yeah, of the Dag, released August 1st, 2006, and it was number 2 in the US. I beg your pardon, number 79 in the US, right? Okay, number 2 in the US. Then Styles P had that Time Is Money, which was number 79 in the US. I beg your pardon. Jada Kiss, The Lost Kiss, released April 7, 2009, with a chart position number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, we are Black Social TV. You've learned how Jay-Z dug his pockets so deep for DMX. Not only DMX, but also Lil Wayne right there. So, the Rough Riders, there you go. DMX still living. Do we have more music? Yes or no? We shall let you know right after we get to know the news on Black Social TV. I'm Dennis the Business. Click subscribe, share this video with a DMX fan. Thanks for watching.